Hi, I'm Dawn. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make these birthday cake pops right here. I posted some pictures and you guys seem to really like them. So I'll show you up close right here. They're sweet. You can put them in your kitchen or on your wreaths or even on your Christmas tree if you wanted to. Let's stick it back in here. We got another one. Show you this one here. And I have some that I just put caviar. That one doesn't want to get in there. Oh my love. And I have some here that I just put the little caviar beads on top with no flowers. So, so I'll show you how I made these. For this project, you are going to need Model Magic. Right here, air dry foam clay. That's what that is. You need your lightweight spackle. This is a Canadian brand right here. You need your little, if you're going to put the little floral, your little flowers made out of spackle. I just have a whole bunch that I make and I keep them in jars and I have them on hand. And I'll show you how I make my little roses as well. And you need a round cookie cutter. You need your sucker sticks. Well, they're called treat sticks right here. You're gonna need little candles right here. And what else? I think that is everything. Okay, so we'll get started here. First, we're gonna take our Model Magic. I have some already in a bag here. And you want to condition it a little bit to warm it up and soften it so you don't get cracks. Very, very important to do that with this kind of clay, especially if you're not covering the clay. Sometimes there's other clays, colored clays that you can buy that you don't cover it with spackle, so you want to make sure there's no cracks in it. Now, for this, when we're covering it, it's not too bad. You really don't have to knit it too much. Okay, so we're going to put it right down here, and I've got rolling pins right here. And you can roll it down a little bit. And then you're going to take your cookie cutter here, and the size of this, oh gosh, I'd say 1.5 inches maybe it is, roughly, taking a guess. You can use any size you want, of course. And then we're going to push down on our cookie. No, not our cookie, our cake. Our fake cake. Okay, now to pop it out, we're going to take a piece of this and we're going to stick it on the bottom and pop it. Oh, come right out. I think that's because it's colder in here. That's why it's not as sticky. Sometimes air dry clay is very sticky. So, okay, so we're going to square it off a little bit. We're going to roll it like this and we're going to pat it. We want to square off the sides a little bit so it's not like too rounded, and like that. You can even roll it on top a little bit if you want. There. So then you're going to take your candle and you're going to put a little hole. So before you want to do this before this dries. So you can put your little hole so that when we come to our next step, your candle is going to fit in there really well, not fall out, just like that. And then you're going to let it dry. It's quite thick, so it takes a while. It might take a week. It's really a good idea to keep it, to let it dry completely before you do the next steps, or quite dry anyway, and just keep flipping it upside down. So once you do that, you set that aside. Then you're going to get your mixture ready here, which is your lightweight spackle, which is a lightweight crack filler that you can buy at any home building supply store. And then we're going to mix it with craft paint. And the tip for this project is that you want it to kind of look like royal icing. So you really want to water it down. Really I never measure anything. So I just go by the shade I want, the color I want, and the texture. So never measure. Just pour it all in and go with the look that you want. Now, actually, I'm going to add a little more water to this mixture. You really want to add a lot of water. Really water it down. Actually, I'm going to put this clay back in here. There we go. And we're going to mix it up. And I'm not sure what color pink I put in this one actually, but I mix all my colors, so. So as you can see, I'm gonna add a little more water. Yep, I am. There we go. And we're gonna mix it because you really want it to drip nicely, not too goopy, if you know what I mean. So it's quite watery, okay? You can see there. So then I'm gonna add a little more water. Yes, I am. Okay. And like I said, it is very, very watered down. And we're gonna mix it up a little bit. Now, once that's done, we're going to take one that's already done here. You're gonna stick a stick. So after it's dry, you're gonna stick your sucker stick, treat stick, or whatever they want to call it, right at the bottom here. And then we are going to, that right there, just dip it in and twirl it around like so. You can see what I'm doing there. Good. And there. Then you're going to tap it like that. So then you get a really nice, smooth looking icing kind of look. And if, for my videos, for my petit fours, I think I use caulk. I would probably use this mixture actually for the next ones I'm going to make. And then you're going to take a little sucker stick here, and we're going to just smooth the bottom here a little bit. And there you go. Just smooth like that, and it's going to dry. It dries pretty quickly, actually. Okay, so we're going to set that aside and let that dry before you do the next step. And we're going to set that right there. Now, I also want to mention, if you want to skip the spackle step, and you use foam clay, like colored foam clay, you can just use colored foam clay and make your little cake and not bother with the spackle. If you're using, lots of people use the foam here, Designs by Yanira. She's mailed me a whole bunch of lovely different colors of her clay. So if you want to use like a clay like this, you can just skip the spackle. I know a lot of people are using this clay now. Yeah, just skip the spackle step and make your little mold out of that, and then you just carry on with the next step that we're going to do right now. Okay, so here we've got one that's already dry. Got a green one, changing all the colors up here. So we're going to take this. Oh, before I do that, I'm going to show you how I make the little roses, and also the little, okay, so we got the little tiny leaves right here. And for that, I use the tip 352 right here, as you can see. And what I do, I turn it to the side, and then I just make my little leaves. It just takes practice. It's not much to make a leaf. It's very, very easy. So it's just basically, you just got to know what tip I use. So that's the tip I use for that. And for the roses, I will show you quickly just how I do this one. And it is tip number 81 right here. And basically what I do is that I just twirl it around. I go like that. I go on like that. And then I turn it and I go like that. And then like that. So basically I'm just twirling it around. Simple. I'm not good at making flowers, okay? I can admit that. I am not good at making flowers at all. I just play around, and these are just tiny, so you know, you can get away with not worrying about it. Now if you get into big roses, I'd be in big trouble. So anyway, that's how I did the little roses. I just wanted to show you that before I use this for the next project here, part. So then you're going to tape the bottom of this one. And this one is fully dry. And we're going to go right like that. Okay. Then we're going to take our lightweight spackle here again. And this is not watered down. It's just your regular spackle that we're going to use for fake frosting. This tip is number 18. We're right here. And we're just going to go all the way around this. Now, this one doesn't have the little caviar beads because I think I'm going to add flowers later on. But before you add the flowers, I always let this part dry first. So we're just going to go all the way around the base here. And this is just a lime green shade, pre-mixed, of course. And we're just going to go all the way around. You want to let this dry completely before you take it off this wax paper. Here. And then we do the top. I'll show you what I did there. Like that. And go all the way around the top. With that. And piping and things like that it just takes practice. That's all. You can learn to do it, no problem. And there. Okay, so we got that all piped up around our little cake here. And then for the middle, we're going, oh, I missed my rose, that's all right. Oh, I fixed it just like that. Okay, so we got a candle here. I think I'm gonna cut it, let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it a little bit. Just a little. Don't want to stick out too high. Yeah, maybe cut it a little bit more. All right, now we've got a candle ready. We're going to put a little bit of spackle right here in the middle. And then we're gonna stick our candle right in there. So the hole that you've already made keeps that candle in there really, really good. So there we go. So that's how we made that one. Very cute. This is a very easy project, but very, very sweet. Now, here I have one that's already all dry. And I'm going to show you how I glue on the little roses. So, like I said, I make sure I let this all dry because there's a good chance that you're going to hit it and ruin it if you don't let this dry first. So, we're going to take our hot glue, and these are pre-made dried roses. And we're just going to glue them on right like that. And I'm not going to measure, but I'm just kind of guessing roughly where I want my roses. Actually, sometimes I take a pencil and kind of look at where I want and I mark where I want to put my rose, but I didn't do that right now. And one more here. I'm not sure if I mentioned, I'll put a link to Yanira's clay. She has a Facebook group, and I'll put a link for that if you want to order some of her clay. Or if you have some of Crystal's clay as well, you can use that. Any kind of clay. If you want to use actually Model Magic and add paint, craft paint to it to make any color, you can also use your Model Magic for this project too. If you don't want to cover it with spackle, I'll skip that step. You most certainly can do that. You just want to make sure you condition your clay really well so you don't get cracks. There, we are hot gluing them right on. And like I said, I always have little fake leaves and flowers on hand for all my projects that I do. And two more. I always do this after the project is dry, even the cake part, so it doesn't slide off. If you did it while it was wet, it would slide off. So, and there, and then got that all done. And then it's a good idea to hot glue your stick on the bottom once you're done, and do that on the bottom there. Strings everywhere. There we go. That one is all done. We're gonna let that dry. So this is how I make these little birthday cake pops. I think they're really sweet, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And please like and share and subscribe, and I love you all, and have a great day. Bye-bye.